Hi, welcome back to this session of Paint This with Jerry Yarnell right here at the beautiful Yarnell School of Fine Art. And yes, this is the final session in this wonderful sort of historic reminiscent painting of the Old West called Cowboys Campfire. Now, we've had so much fun just building the layers on this to get out of that gray tone, which we want to still keep in there to give the atmosphere of a late evening, misty, almost stormy-like atmosphere, but we still need the color and the contrast for, might say the artistic interest. Now remember, we're going to put rain, fog, a little wind in this painting, but we still have a little work to do before we can do that. So I want to get to it right away. Now remember, this is an acrylic painting. This is an 18 by 24 stretch canvas. We left off last week blocking in the cowboys, doing a little bit of that miscellaneous work. Now we're going to brighten them up a little bit. I added this cowboy that's bent over, kind of working on the horse's hoof, between sessions. I added a couple little suggestions of shadows of cowboys in the background. You can do the same thing. In fact, I'll show you how to do one here. It's not a big deal. All you do is take your number 2 chisel edge brush, come down here to a little bit of a gray color that's slightly darker than whatever it is you're painting against. Let's say over here. Say you want a cowboy on this end of the wagon. All you do is take your brush. So you just make the hat, make the little shape of it, because they're always bent down. Then you make the little face. Then you make the shoulders. Make a little stroke there. And voila, there's the suggestion of another cowboy standing in the background there. No, who knows what he's doing back there? He may just be getting off of his horse, putting his stuff up. Maybe he's helping over here, working with this stuff. Maybe you can put his arm there, put some legs down here, part of his body and maybe his slicker. But see, folks, that's what you do. You just have fun doing this kind of stuff. Really exciting. Put a little more shoulder there. I want to connect this, by the way. This was the box that they sat on. Put his hand here. Maybe he's holding something. Maybe he's getting ready to tie up his horse. You can even put the suggestion of a horse there, but don't be afraid to scatter some little silhouettes, very subtle in the background. Now, once you've kind of got everything blocked in, take a damp paper towel. Now, I've already wiped some of this off, folks, but I haven't got it all off. And get your charcoal lines off. See the white lines or even the dark ones if you use the dark charcoal. And so that's my next step, is to go through and gently rub all the area off where I have sketch. The sketch is very deceptive sometimes. It will kind of make you see things you don't want to see. It makes something look fatter than it's supposed to be or whatever. All right, now what I'm going to do, because I need to get these highlights in here so they can be drying before we put the rain and the mist in there. Take this brush, let's go down to your yellow and your orange. Kind of give it a little glow there. Nice glowy color, kind of a golden orange. And now we'll come in here and we'll highlight these slickers. Let me get one here and show you let me get one that I can see the color a little better on here. See how it's kind of an orangey gold? It's not a real yellow. Depends on how the sun hits. It's a little more yellowish there. There again, just depends on what you're against. But all you want to do is take this color now, and we're going to accent or bring up those highlights just a touch, so that when we finally put the glaze over this, to give it that sort of rain-like effect, these colors will kind of come through a little bit and add a little bit more contrast to the painting. See how that pops that up? Plus, in this case, it's almost like the glow of the fire hitting him. So we're down now to these, you might say what I like to call the tweaking stage of the painting. Going to kind of tweak things a little. Now I'm going to put a little more highlight right there, because we know part of his slicker is kind of tucked down in where he squatted down there on his knees to kind of work on the fire. Maybe a little on his back right there. But you need to leave some of the shadow in there, obviously, because that's the part of it that creates the wrinkles. Maybe a little highlight right there. Now come up here and do this one. See, these are quick, decisive strokes. Man, this looks so good in a painting like this. One of my favorite kind of things are these strong, contrasting colors against a nice dark background.